Hello and welcome on in to Temple Ice Hockey, presented here by the TU Ice Network. I'm your play-by-play man, Jake Gable, and we're about to get started. Temple up against Navy. Temple heads into this one 10-11-1, while Navy comes in here with 14 wins. And face off. Navy wins the face-off, and they're going down ice towards Temple's side. Temple will get that back and skate on the far side. Navy now losing it, and Temple trying to get past half ice, and they will. Big check there by Hunter Ringwood into a midshipman. And we get some line changes. Rudolph for the Owls with it now, and he loses it. Navy down there. Temple going with it. And that's going to be stopped by goalie of the midshipmen, Charles Dougherty. And we'll get our first face-off after the initial face-off of the game. 18:54 left in this one. Kuchewski for the Owls and Michael Rakovich in there for Navy. Puck drop, and Navy wins that one. Navy going past half ice, trying to go through multiple defenders. Temple getting it back. And a one-on-one here, Kuchewski with it. He showed off left, but Temple's going to regain it on the other side. But Navy steals it right back. Over to the left side now, fighting along the boards for possession. Temple's going to retrieve it and just shoot it down on the other side, and Navy will take it all by themselves. Navy pushing, pass to the left side. Pass out, shot by Navy, and that one stopped by Temple's goalie. Joey Galitzky in there for the first save of the game for the Owls. We'll get ready for another face-off. 17:52 left in this first period. Temple's going to win the face-off and take it behind their own net. Fighting for possession, but Navy's going to get it right back. But Temple, they steal it away. CJ Phillips with it. He shoots it up front, but that's going to be saved by Dougherty. CJ Phillips all by himself decides to shoot it, but it goes right into the chest of Navy's goalie. Another face-off here. We'll see CJ Phillips and Peter Mitchell against each other. Navy winning, and a midshipman goes down hard, losing his stick. Temple shot again, but that one saved yet again by Dougherty. Temple getting their third shot on goal for the game already. And we'll get a full line change here from Temple. The Owls have been active early on already. 3 shots on goals compared to Navy's just 1. These two teams played earlier in the season. Navy winning that one 4-2. As Temple's going to win that face-off and give it right back. Dougherty goes behind net to give it and go. Temple trying to fight back for possession. and the Temple defense will take it on their own side of the ice and try to reset the offense. Pass up front, batted away. Temple's going to shoot it way down. Into the boards goes Cialino. And we have a stoppage here by the refs. Looks like we will not have a penalty here, and a face-off here. Looks like someone got their hand on it for a bit too long. Ringwood wins that face-off for the Owls. Scores by Sauer! Temple on the board first. That's Nolan Sauer, the defenseman, with the goal. And Temple is up 1-0 already. Just over 3 minutes into the first period. Sauer, the sophomore defenseman, getting the goal for the Owls. They now lead 1-0 with 16:36 left in this first period. Back on Navy's side. Navy looking to answer. Pass up front, stolen by the Owls. Owls losing it again, though. Temple is able to regain, however. Navy pushing on that side. Bowing over the goalie is a midshipman. John Mullen goes over Galitsky. Both get up fine, however. And it looks like there's a penalty there. It's going to be against Temple. Looks like Robert Pilarski getting called. That means we're going to have the first power play of the game, this one going Navy's way. Pilarski, 2 minutes in the box. We'll see how Temple handles this one. Navy hasn't had a lot of offensive opportunities so far early on, however. Passing around. And we get another whistle here. The ref's talking it over with a midshipman, upset with the call. And it's looking like it might be 4-on-4. And it is going to be. Navy's Nick Ayon going into the box, so it'll be 4-on-4 for the next minute 44. Temple will then have about 16 seconds of a power play to themselves, and then it'll go back to normal 5-on-5. But Navy winning that face-off on their own end, and they're pushing. Rakovich with it down the left side. He loses it, however. Going behind the Temple goal. And Temple's going to regain it. There's Brendan Barrett for the Owls. Going in front of the goal. Shot off the right side. Gonna have to stop play since the goal moved. Goalie losing his stick on that one. Dougherty's stick given back to him by Gennady of the Owls. Very eventful first 5 minutes into this game. Temple up 1-0. 2 players currently in the box, 1 for each team. We'll have about a minute 13 left of 4-on-4 hockey. Navy again winning the face-off. They're going to take it behind their own goal. Temple's going to get it back, however. Another stick falls to the ice. Here's Rudolph for the Owls fighting for it. And there's a high stick to the face. Nothing called, and there it is. Late penalty called. Yannetti getting a stick right to the face. And that thanks to Evan Adams. So, Temple will get that power play back with 2 midshipmen in the box. They'll have 52 seconds of 4-on-3, and then 16 more seconds of 5-on-3. Temple taking control. Rudolph behind the net. He falls, but is able to get the pass away to Ire. Temple passing around these 3 Navy midshipmen. Berchewski over to Ringwood. That shot saved by Dougherty. And we'll get another face-off upcoming. We'll get a face-off here at center ice. 1-0, 14-19 left in the first period. And Temple will win the face-off and regain it, taking it back. Irie over to... Oh, Owl hit down. Mullen going to take it for Navy, going through 2 Owls. Shot off to the left, however. That getting deflected by goalie Galitsky. And that will lead to another face-off as that puck went in over the netting. And Temple will regain their Owl. Pilarski was in the box. He will retake the ice. So 15 seconds, Temple will have a 5-on-3, but Navy winning that face-off. And an immediate save, glove save there by Joey Galitsky. So that'll leave 12 more seconds for Temple with a 5-on-3 against Navy. And then an additional minute of a 5-on-4. 2 midshipmen in the penalty box currently. Temple taking their time. Ire going behind the net. His pass deflected. Fighting for possession. Navy's going to regain it, but give it right back to Temple. Shot off to the left side. And we have a whistle there. And it looks like an Owl might be taking a trip to the box now. So the 5-on-3 is no more. Navy will have 4 on the ice, and Temple will send someone to the penalty box. That's Hunter Ringwood getting thrown in there for the penalty. So it's back to 4-on-4. 13:26 left in the first period. In a first period that seen 4 players already go to the penalty box. That was CJ Phillips winning the face-off against John Mullen. Shot saved by the knee pads of Galitsky. Temple has it behind their own goal. And pushing up nice ice now are the Owls. Phillips checked into the boards. Navy getting it right back. 4 more seconds until Navy gets a 5-on-4 advantage, and there they come. So Navy now with a man advantage for the next minute 15. Fighting for possession down on the left side of the boards. No one can seem to get it until the puck makes its way out and into a Temple player's stick. Temple able to fight off the Navy pressure, however, as that puck hits a skate. The puck will travel on down to Navy's side. Dougherty gonna stop it and let his teammates take it up ice. In the Temple zone now. Navy passing around. Shot off to the left side, doesn't connect. Navy going to keep. Pass deflected. Navy has 11 seconds left with a man advantage. Passing around here. That pass doesn't connect. And Temple is back on 5-on-5. And Hunter Ringwood almost getting there in time, but they're going to call an offside. Just a little bit early there. And that will set it off with another face-off. So everyone out of the penalty boxes now. Back to 5-on-5 hockey. 11:19 left in this first period. We'll have a face-off in Temple's side. Nolan Sauer with the lone goal of the game so far. Temple 6 shots on goal, Navy 5. And there's another shot, but that one's saved as well. And Temple's going to push up ice. That pass going by Brandon Barrett of the Owls, and Navy's going to regain possession. Now back into Temple's side of the zone. Puck flies into the boards. Pass inside. Unable to get a shot off, however. Now fighting for the puck. Pass to the middle, deflected and stolen by the Owls. Barrett shot. That one's high. And Navy will regain. There's Pacheski. The lone Owl. He has Barrett with him now inside. Pass intended for Owen. Not going to connect. Navy will get it back. Pass off the boards. Stolen. Temple getting it back, and it'll go right back to Navy. Justin Carl passing up. Some sloppy passes from both sides that past couple of minutes. No one really able to hold on to possession for long. Fighting for against the boards. Navy finally with some chance to breathe, but they'll just send it down ice. Stolen again by the Owls. Shot deflecting off of a player, not being able to get to the goal. That's Goldbranson clearing it. And stolen by Temple. Shot no good. They had a wide open opportunity. The puck in the air. Unable to connect with the puck, however. Accidentally hitting the goalie in the process. And Navy's pushing. Josh Reed was pushing by himself, but Temple's going to retake it. And Pilarski gets sent to the deck trying to control the puck. Pass nearly stolen by Reed. Maybe trying to set something up. Temple now with it, slowing things down a little bit. And here comes Temple. That pass deflected and will be stolen by Navy. Temple going to take it right back, however. Pass up front to CJ Phillips. Unable to connect, but Temple regains. That one goes off the skate and over to the near side. Lerner to Phillips. Phillips shot. That one deflected. Lerner sent to the boards for the Owls. Very physical the past minute of play. Riley Jameson jumping up in the air, trying to get the puck. He wasn't able to. And it's just going to slide all the way down to Temple's side. There's Phillips. Phillips losing control. That one's going to hit board on the far side. Julian Rudolph. With Brandon Barrett, he shoved that shot far as well. Another puck gets inside but hits the back of the net. Rudolph hitting the back of the net with his shot. And Temple able to steal it again. No offside call. Barrett had an opportunity, but just deflected. Great defense there by the Midshipmen. That was Nick Aoni with the deflection on what could have been an easy goal for the Owls. We'll get our first face-off in a while here. 5:58 left in this first period. Temple with 8 shots on goal, Navy with 6. Temple in the lead, the lone goal of the game so far, coming from Nolan Sauer. Navy going to win the faceoff. Puck skirts around into the middle of the ice. Shot by Navy. Navy with the score, and that will tie things up 1-1. That one gets by Galitsky. And Evan Adams with the goal for Navy. That will make it a 1-1 game with about 5:44 left in this first period. Temple was leading for the majority of this first period, scoring just 3 minutes into the game. But now it's a tie game after Evan Adams puts one in net for Navy. Temple going to win the faceoff and bring it back on their side. Fighting for possession against the boards. The Owls will come out with it. And then Galitsky will just hop on it. And we'll get another faceoff. Shots on goal now tied up 8-8, just like the score. 1-1. Sauer with the goal for Temple. And Adams for the goal for Navy. Temple will win that faceoff and push it up. Pilarski pushing the puck up ice. Navy's going to take it back. Navy's had the momentum for the past 5 minutes or so, putting a lot of pressure on Temple. Pass stolen. Temple tries to flick it up ice, but it stays on their side. Jack Mullen with it. He's going to shoot. That one stopped by Galitsky. Another shot attempt. That's no good. That went left of the goal. Here's Josh Reed with a shot opportunity. And he's going to get inside. And that's a score as well. Able to pass it off to Jack Burke for the goal. Navy with 2 goals in just over a minute. That'll make it a 2-1 game in the first period. Navy no stranger to goals all season. Their highest in the game, 10. That one coming just a couple of days ago. Face off won by Navy. They scored 2 goals in about a minute 30 time span. It looked like Temple was controlling things earlier, but now they come pushing. And that will be an offside call on what looked like a very promising push for the Owls. 4:12 left in this first period. Some talking by both sides now. Dower not happy. He was talking with Justin Carl. Those two disagreeing. And the puck will go into the benches. The door seemed to come open for a second. The refs will fix it. And now set us up for another face-off. Navy winning that face-off again. But that will be taken by Temple after a poor pass. Golitsky comes out of net, get the puck and give it to his teammates. And now Sawyer, who has the lone goal for the Owls, pushing up front. But they're going to call an offsides again on Temple. Temple frustrated. Bachewski called for the offsides. He thought he was behind, but the officials disagree and will take us to another face-off. A lot of stoppages here in the past minute or so of this game. Temple going to shoot that one down ice. It's going to be taken by Navy. Aggressive check into the boards there from Sean Ostrowski. Flicked up ice by Navy. Temple just going to try to slow things down on their side. Pass up front. That one going to go all the way around to the other side. Richardson for the Owls trying to get away from it. Pass almost to the open Owl, unable to get it. And Navy's goalie able to hop on that. A couple of opportunities there for the Owls to score, but unable to complete those opportunities. Doherty able to hop on that last puck. 3 minutes left. Navy up 2-1 after Temple led this one 1-0 for the majority of the period. And that one's just going to get sent back to Doherty again. Navy actually sent that one to the goalie, Josh Reed, giving it to him to try to slow things down. Reed with it again. And he's checked aggressively by Irie. Sent to the floor, but Navy does control. Pass doesn't connect. Puck travels down to Temple's side of the ice. And Temple trying to push. Ringwood with it. Trying to save his team from an offsides penalty. That's been a common theme of this first period. Navy with it. They're going to shoot. What a save by Galitsky, laying out for that one. Navy still applying pressure, but Galitsky with a heck of an effort there. Navy trying to set things up. Pass or shot, I should say, far right. That one going behind the net as well. Ringwood going to send a midshipman into the deck. 1:35 left in this first period. Navy still applying pressure, and they're going to pull the goalie. Navy sending 6 out there. Empty net for Navy. And we'll get a whistle here. And it will be a power play. Looks like a Temple Owl will be heading to the box for this last 120. Ringwood again, that's his second. So Hunter Ringwood will have to go in for 2 minutes. The rest of this first period, and then the first 40 seconds of the second period, as long as Navy doesn't score. Navy shot wide. That one coming from Evan Adams. Evan Adams has one of the 2 Navy goals. Navy with it behind the goal. A minute left in this first period. Rakovich with it for Navy. Ooh, fancy stick work. And that shot off Galitsky's pads. Another great save by Galitsky. Pressure in front of the net. But Navy gonna take it back out. And another whistle coming here. And the goal came, or excuse me, the goal shifted positions. The ref's fixing it currently. 36 seconds left in this first period. Face off in Temple's zone. Seems like Navy's had it in Temple's zone for the past 3 minutes. They have 30 seconds to work with a man advantage. Adams with it. He loses control of it, but Navy gets it right back. They're going to pass it around the ice. And the shot saved by Galitsky again. That one comes from Sean Ostrowski. 12 seconds left in this first period. Some urgency here needed for Navy. 3 seconds left. Will they get a shot off? Here comes a hard shot, but it's saved. That shot coming from Nick Gaon. And that will be the end of the first period. Navy takes a 2-1 lead after 1. We'll head to break for our first intermission of the game, but we'll be right back afterwards. Stay tuned. Navy up 2-1. And we're back for the second period action. Navy with it now. They lead 2-1 in this one, 2 goals. And they will have a man advantage for the first 30 seconds of this one. And that puck will fly out of the ice. And we'll get a face-off. Navy with it here. 9 seconds left in the power play. Shot in front of Galitsky. He was able to save it. Fighting for possession behind the net. And Temple will get their man back. It's 5-on-5 again, but Navy still applying heavy pressure. Ringone had it for the Owls for the second, and the puck is lost in Evan Adams' jersey. Able to finally find it, but that will stop play for right now as we get a couple of line changes from both teams. Ringwood on the face-off for the Owls, Mullen for Navy, and Temple able to win that one. But Navy going to take it right back, and Galitsky will deflect that right off of his stick. Another save. Temple was I wouldn't say dominating, but it was a close shot on goal battle in the first period until the very end, but Navy has ballooned that ever since then. It's 17-9, Navy on top in that category, shots on goal, and they also have the lead. Navy gonna get it off of the face-off. Heavy hit by Navy. That one thanks to Jack Burke sending the Owl into the boards. They continue to fight for possession. Navy has it. Slap shot deflected off of Lerner and Owl. Navy still working. And Sauer just going to fling it down the ice. No icing call. Temple shot. Not going to get deflected. Irie over to Gannett. Fighting for it along the boards. Sauer is able to get it and flings it off the board up to Richmond for the Owls. And Navy will retake possession. 17:45 left in this second period. Navy can't get it out of their own zone. As 4 fight for it, it slides out and Navy will take it. Navy pass up. Stick loss in the process. That's Gannett. He's going to lose his stick, however. Temple trying to clear it. Unable to. Adams pass, cross court. Saved by Galitsky. Up to 19 shots saved for Galitsky already in this one, compared to 9 on goal for the Owls. Like I mentioned earlier, the shots on goal were pretty even for the entire first period, but Navy has been dominating in this second period, despite there being no goals scored so far. Both teams fighting for the puck right now. Checking to the boards. Navy bring it on the Temple side of the ice. Excuse me, Temple bringing it on the Navy side of the ice. And Navy will fling it down. Hard checking to the boards. And Rudolph will fling it up to Stonefeld. Stonefeld swing it across the entire ice. And fighting back there. Navy will retake it. Porter Markle with it. Justin Carl now controlling, but Temple able to take it back just momentarily. Fighting for the puck. Temple takes it around center ice. Almost getting a shot off, unable to. They're not going to call icing on that one. Everyone had stopped for a second. Pass a little inaccurate, but Temple able to get it. Phillips with it. Sauer had it for a moment, but he has to fling it all the way down. Dougherty gave it up, but there's a shot. Mike Walker had a shot opportunity, got decked afterwards. Lerner with it for the Owls, passing it up. Intended for Pilarski. Excuse me, that's Alex Maglio. Puck behind the net right now. Temple still with it. Shot save. Dougherty with another save, his 11th so far. Sauer gonna fling that all the way. And Dougherty gonna catch that one in his glove and then just hop on it. We'll get a face-off. No stoppages in a while. 14:47 left in this second period. Navy still in the lead, 2-1. Face-off, and Navy will win it. Having trouble getting it passed out of their side of the ice. Shot going to deflect off the pad of Dougherty. And he'll fling it up, and just like Dougherty caught it, we'll have it still on Navy's side of the ice. Ringwood in there for the Owls on the face-off, going up against Rakovich. Both of the team's top point scorers for the season. Gannett losing it. Reed fires it up ice. Navy finally getting it out of their zone. There's Adams. He slings it behind the net. Fighting for it. It's going to get by. Navy comes up with it. Rakovich almost comes up with it. Matthew Chow with it now. That shot deflected. Pilarski has it. He tries to get it up to Irie. Unable to. Navy has it again, applying pressure. Poked away by Gannett. Puck flies in the air. Stays here. And Reed for the Owls comes up with it. Pass up. And it gets by Navy. A potential shot opportunity. Unable to convert, and the net will get plowed. A pass from Ringwood. Going up to Joe Stelesio. But he was unable to get the shot into the back of the net and ended up hitting some of the net himself. So 19-12 is now shots on goal differential. Navy still leading that one. Navy still, of course, leading the game 2-1. 13 minutes left in this second period. Shot, that one, glove save by Dougherty. Temple able to apply a lot more pressure here in these past couple of minutes. So we'll get a line change from Navy and a face-off on their side. So Richmond for the Owls, Mullen for the Midshipmen, and Temple will end up with it. Temple has kept the puck on Navy's side of the ice for a while now. Shot inside. That one deflects off. That was Stonefeld. Stonefeld able to intercept the pass and fling it up over the boards into the netting. Some talk between the teams, but nothing resulting of it. Get ready for another face-off. Still some talking going on. Clearly upset about something. Refs come over to talk to the Navy bench, and we'll have a face-off at center ice. Temple wins that one, courtesy of Bushesky. Sauer, the lone goal scorer for the Owls with it, flinging it up to Rudolph. Rudolph, his shot goes off the left pad of Dougherty. Temple going to keep it until they lose it. No one on that side of the ice scrambling for it. Temple comes up with it. Rudolph with it. Passes intercepted and deflected into the boards. Navy with it here. Pass off board taken by Sauer of Temple. Rudolph has an opportunity. Shot to the left. Temple fighting for it still. They've been able to apply pressure for the past 2 minutes, but nothing resulting of it. And Navy will move down ice now. There's Nick Aoun. He passes it to Adams, who has the goal for Navy. Pass over to Navy with it. Rakovich losing it, however, and Temple will fling it up. Wachowski just flings it down ice. And an opportunity here for Navy. Laughlin had it. He still had it going across the boards, and then it's checked by Phillips and Reed of the Owls. Walker trying to get to it for Temple, but Navy gets it back. Adams pushed to the ice. Shot to the left. That one coming from Markle. Fighting for possession along the boards. Hard check from Reed. Sending Laughlin into the boards, and that one's going to be covered up by Galitsky. A couple of hectic minutes there in front of the Owls' net, but able to get the save is Galitsky. Just about halfway through this second period, Phillips winning the faceoff, but Navy able to steal it right back. Laughlin, shot, saved by Galitsky. That pass going all the way down ice over to Dougherty, the goalie. Hard check. Josh Reed sent into the boards, but Navy will take it. 2-on-2, stolen. Reed with it, passing up, intended for Walker. Fighting for possession still. Navy has it behind their own net, and they'll try to push it now. Ciolino had it for a second, but then we get a whistle. We'll get a line change from the Midshipmen and possibly a penalty. Nothing called, just a stoppage of play. So with 9:18 left in this second period, still 5-on-5. A lot of fight for positioning behind the net, but it will result to nothing as Temple takes it. Ringwood has it. Losing it, however, they'll go back to Navy. Stonefeld has it for the Owls around center ice. Tries to go 5-hole, and it hits a Navy player. The Temple will regain possession. Temple passing around. Stonefeld with the slap shot. No good. Save. Another shot. That's not good. Goes in front of the net. Stonefeld again. Far left, however. Jacob Creasy. And Navy will fling it up. And Stonefeld will take it around the net. Rakovich with him the entire way, but he gives it to Owen. Matthew Chow losing it for Navy. Fight for possession across the boards. 2 Owls and a Midshipman, but the Midshipmen take it. Pass over, shot off the top of the crossbar. A near goal for Navy. That one comes from Sean Ostrowski. Nothing. Laughlin with it, falling to the ice, trying to give it to his teammate. That one far right. Another shot attempt for Navy. Temple with it now. Shot inside, nothing. Flinged up ice by Navy. Shot from Sauer from center ice. Just deflecting, and Navy will take it. Navy trying to push. Nonchalant pass by Rudolph. He's taken to the ground. Lerner has it for the Owls. Giving it over to Sauer. Lerner fighting with a Midshipman. Lachewski. Navy going to take it right back. Flinged up ice. Pass. Doesn't connect, but here's a shot for Mullen. Mullen can't get it. Everyone has to get back. No offsides called, but it looked like 2 Navy players were past the blue line for that one. And a hard check into the wall. Lerner, he's rattled after that one. He has to go down to his knees, and they're going to stop play for Lerner. He took an extremely hard check into the board. 5:40 left in this second period. We'll have a stoppage of play. The trainer coming out. And we'll have a stoppage here as they check in on Lerner. The Owls supporting. While Lerner is getting checked out on the ice, we'll go over some stats so far in this game. 5:40. 5:40 left in the second period. So far, Navy leading 2-1. All 3 goals from both teams coming in the first period. No goals scored in the second period. Navy leading in total shots, shots on target as well. Of course, leading in saves is Temple due to the fact that they have had so many shots against them. However, Lerner able to get up and is helped by 2 Owls, one by each of his arms, helping him off the ice as players from both sides. Looks like a leg injury for Lerner, not applying pressure to his left leg. So still stopped here after the Lerner injury. Refs talking things over. Players coming back out onto the ice. Gillespie in net for the Owls. Doherty in net for Navy. And it looks like things are set to resume soon. The puck's already out on ice, ready for a face-off. And the players skate on over. And it looks like we will resume. In the process of all the chaos going on, there was a penalty called. It'll send 1 Owl to the penalty box. That Owl is Joe Salacio. So Navy will have a man advantage, 5-on-4 for the next 2 minutes. Ref talking to a couple of players, trying to calm things down. And we're back in play. Navy winning the faceoff. But Maglio for the Owls able to clear it down ice for the Owls onto Navy's side, and Navy bringing it back up. Adams has a goal in this one. Gives it off to Aoun. Here's Rakovic. Over to Ostrowski. Passing it around the ice. Rakovic. Pass inside. Lawford hitting the goal. Sneaking it past Gillespie. Getting it into the bottom right corner of the net. Navy will take a 3-1 advantage. Patrick Laughlin with the goal. Navy now up 3-1. They score less than 40 seconds into that power play. So, face-off getting ready at center ice. 5 minutes to go in this second period. Navy with the 3-1 lead. Navy will win that face-off. Stonefeld has it for the Owls. Tries to give it to Ringwood, who can't control the pass. Ringwood tries to get it up to Irae. Unable to. Navy has it again. We're back to 5-on-5. The power play taken away due to the goal scored by Navy. Kolarski fighting for the puck with 3 midshipmen. Midshipmen win. Glove saved by Galitsky. Temple trying to push and get some momentum. That shot no good. Comes back out. Check into the board. Ringwood. But Navy coming down. And they'll fling it down ice. Galitsky far past the goal. We have a penalty over here as a midshipman was sent to the floor. And it looks like it's going to be a penalty against the Owls. Jacob Creasy, the guilty party. Creasy will get 2 minutes in the box. Another power play for Navy. They just scored off the last power play. They have 40 seconds into it. That goal coming from that last power play, coming from Patrick Laughlin. So a 5-on-4 advantage for Navy. 3:54 left in this second period. Phillips loses the faceoff for the Owls. Navy has it. And here come the Midshipmen, fighting for it with the Owls. Maglio and Aoun. Aoun with it. Skating behind the net. Pass inside. Laughlin again, but that one deflects off an Owl stick. Adams. He's going to fling one inside. That deflects off someone as well. Phillips for the Owls just flinging it up ice, trying to clear it. And Rakovich for the Midshipmen will take it. Pass over to Adams. Adams skating through, losing control, poked away by Sauer. Ostrowski got in it with the Temple goalie. He fell to the floor, but now he has the puck. Jack Burke with it. Over to Rakovich. Burke getting it back. Ostrowski with it. Ostrowski just toying with the Owls, trying to find an open man to pass to. Sauer pushing him into the boards. Some aggressive pushing going on by both sides. 38 seconds left in this power play for Navy. 2:28 left in the period. Navy with it, trying to do something with the last 20 seconds of the power play. Falling to the ice. And 10 seconds left in this power play. Unless Navy does something now, it will be an even, and it will be Temple flinging it down ice. And we're back to 5-on-5 hockey. Rudolph comes in for the Owls off the bench. Here's Aoun with it. Aoun flinging it. Cross ice pass. Getting in front of the goal. Galitsky able to dive on it. That one dangerous, but Galitsky able to save it. 1:33 left. Galitsky with another save. His 26th of the game. 1:33 left in the period. 3-1, Navy in the lead. Face off on Temple side, Navy wins it. Aoun giving it up to Adams. And now Rakovich fighting with Gannett. Adams over to Aoun. Aoun, his pass not connecting. A shot attempt was there, but just off the stick of Adams. A minute left in this second period. Temple has it now. Gannett flinging it over to Rudolph. Maglio. And Navy will retake it. Rakovich with it. Playing nearly this entire period, Rakovich has. Temple retaking it. Berchewski trying to fight for positioning. Flinged off the boards, but as 4 players fight for the puck, 2 Owls, 2 Midshipmen, the puck's still stuck in there, trying to get it out. It finally comes out, and Temple has it. 13 seconds left in this second period. Slap shot off the leg of a Midshipman player. 3 seconds left, and are we going to get a penalty here with just 3 seconds? It looks like it. The Owls were about to empty the net with Galitsky, but we'll see if that changes their game plan depending on the penalty. 3.5 seconds left in the second period. Navy up 3-1. And it's a penalty against Navy. So Temple have 3.5 seconds to try to score with a man advantage. And if not, they'll have the remainder of that power play at the beginning of the third period. Face off in front of the Navy net. And that will sound the buzzer. Nothing doing there in the last 3 seconds. So Navy still with the lead. Scoring the lone goal of this period was Navy. Patrick Laughlin getting that goal. We'll go to the second and final intermission of the game. 3-1 Navy in the lead. We'll be back for the third period. Stay tuned. Hello and welcome back to TU Ice Temple Ice Hockey. I'm Jake Gable. We're getting set for the third and final period of this game. Temple against Navy. Navy in the lead 3-1. Navy scored one of their goals in the second period. The only goal scored in that second period. And Temple scoring their lone goal 3 minutes into the game. Nolan Sauer giving Temple that goal. They had the lead for the majority of that first period. But then Navy with two quick goals at the end of that first period and have had the lead ever since. Temple does have a power play to start this third period. They had 3 seconds of it at the end of the second period. They will have 1:57 of a man advantage, 5-on-4 to start this third and final period. Face off and Temple has it. Flinged up ice and controlled by Dougherty, the goalie of Navy. So we'll get a face off pretty soon in front of the Navy net. Julian Rudolph winning the face-off against Aon. And crashing into the net is Ryan Bachewski. Stoppage there because of the net moving. And we'll get another face-off. Just 19 seconds into this third period. We'll have Rudolph against Aon again. Puck goes behind the net. Navy tries to clear. Temple has to get back on their side. Both players falling. And we'll have a penalty called here. We'll see if it's against Temple or Navy. And it looks like it is against Temple, so we're on to 4-on-4 hockey. So 1:24 left until Navy gets their fifth man back. 2 minutes in the box for Ian Stonefeld. Navy with it on their own side. Interference is the penalty called on Stonefeld. Pass in front of the net stolen by the Owls. Fighting for it, Mullen and Gannett. Phillips brings it up. Maglio tries to shoot but gets nothing but air, missing the puck. Maglio fight it for it now. And the pass is tipped. The stick of Maglio getting on it. And Temple trying to catch Navy off guard. Phillips pushed to the ground, gets back up. Maglio with it. Passing it up to Ringwood. Reed has it for the Owls, and he just flings it down to Navy. 5 seconds left until Navy gets a man advantage, and they regain it. So 5-on-4, Navy with 5, Temple with 4 for the next 30 seconds. Trying to take advantage of it is Navy, but they fling it down ice, and Galitsky comes out of goal to come get it. And this one will travel the length of the ice as well as Navy comes gets it. 14 seconds left on the power play. Laughlin with it, skating around the back of the net. 3 seconds left in this power play. And Rudolph will come onto the ice. Back to 5-on-5 hockey. And we get a whistle. 17-14 left in this third period. A line change here from Navy. Fighting for possession in that far corner. Temple's going to come up with it. Ringwood has it. Tries to pass it cross ice, but it gets stolen by Navy. Pass in front of the net. Navy had an opportunity, but loses it. And Temple will fling it down ice. Temple stealing that pass, however. They'll just fling it down again. Rudolph for the Owls complaining. He thought he got hit. And a big check coming from the Owls, and this could get ugly. As unable to identify who, but a midshipman and an Owl go into the boards, both very upset. The Owl is Jacob Creasy. And the midshipman is Jack Burke. Excuse me. The midshipman is actually Sean Ostrowski. Refs trying to settle this one out. Most likely going to be both going to the box, but we'll see what the refs decide. We're back. Both players being sent to the penalty box for 2 minutes. So just under 16 minutes left in this third period. Both players out for 123. No team will see an advantage as they were both caught fighting. Rakovich with it for Navy, trying to go through 2 Owls. There was a roughing penalty on Temple, charging for Navy. Galitsky coming out of net to get that one with his stick. Risky move, but it pays off. As tensions are rising here. About 15 minutes left in this third period, and 49 seconds left until they've resumed to 5-on-5 hockey. 4-on-4 right now. And we'll have a face-off on Temple's blue line. Ringwood in for the Owls. Burke in for the midshipmen, and Temple will take it. Mullen with it now. Burke has it for the Midshipmen. Shot left. Fighting for it. And Temple comes up with it. Sauer going to get caught by Burke, however. That's Mullen, excuse me. Trying to fight through. He gets it in front. A player loses a pad. And Navy still has it. Skating around with the puck is Carl. Carl loses it, however, and Temple might have an advantage. But that's quickly stolen away from Maglio, and here comes Navy. Adams trying to get it. He has a goal earlier in this game. There's Stonefeld who will flick it over to Irie. Marco has it and flings it. Stonefeld now has it, able to get away from Adams. And they'll just hold it behind the net for right now and pass up. Temple pushing. And quickly stolen. They don't hang on for it for long. Goes back into Temple territory. And now both teams back to full strength. Shot saved by Galitsky. Stonefeld with it. Throws it off the boards. That one, another save from Galitsky. So he'll jump on it, and we'll get another face-off in front of the Temple net. 13 minutes to go in this third period. Navy still leading 3-1. They are also near dominating in shots on goal. 29 for Navy, 18 for Temple. Applying more pressure are the Midshipmen. Behind the net with it. Temple trying to pry it loose, but Navy has it. And that shot attempt stolen. Navy flings it up, and Gannett for the Owls passes it to his teammate Reed. Puck goes down. We'll get an icing call against Temple, so it'll go back to their zone. Not a lot of icing calls today, but that one called here. 12:27 left in this third and final period. Face off. Kacheski can't get it. Navy has it. Pass deflected. Puck rolls towards center ice and goes into the netting. Burke hitting that one into the netting for Navy. Also earlier in this game, Temple's coach thrown out. There was a penalty after the Lerner hit. He was down on the ice for a while. Temple's head coach believed there should have been a penalty called, and he was thrown out of the game. But Sauer here for Temple. Temple struggling to get any control in front of Navy's net, but they get it here. Oh, and pass. We had Salacios, but now Navy's pushing the other way. Shot far left, nowhere near target, but Navy comes back with it. In front of the net with it. Falling was Rakovic. still applying pressure is Navy. Rakovic with the shot. That one left of the goal. Goes behind. And Temple trying to push. Palacio trying to get it away. Pilarski as well, but Navy's going to keep pushing. Nardole for the Midshipmen was able to push all the way down ice. And here's Rakovic. Rakovic shot far right. Hit the boards. But Navy trying to get another one here. Owl taken to the ice. There's Ostrowski, another shot, and that one's saved in between the legs of Galitsky, able to hold on to that one and cover it up. 10:17 left in this third period. Navy still up 3-1. Refs talking things over behind the Temple net. Face off in front of the Temple net. And that will be another save from Galitsky. 32 on the day for him. Correction, 29. So another face-off set. See Patrick Laughlin up against Rudolph, but Owl was able to come away with it. Pass up. Fighting for it is Phillips of the Owls. He has it. He tries to get a shot off, but that one's saved. Phillips taken into the boards. Nothing will come of it. And Dougherty, the goalie for Navy, who hasn't had to see a lot of action as of late. Most of play has been near Temple's side, but coming up with the save there. So, Rudolph and Laughlin. Temple gets it. Got to the left. Barrett in the game. And he has it. A missing stick for Navy. Roaming around the ice is Milante. Without his stick, he finally picks it back up. Temple with it. Sawyer, his pass deflected. Barrett with it for the Owls. Owls being aggressive here. Barrett shot inside, almost to Rudolph, but no good. And Navy will just fling it onto the other side of the ice. They wanted nothing to do with that. And that will be an icing call. So we'll take it back onto the Navy side of the ice. A lot of pressure there and shots for the Owls, but none of them hitting the back of the net. About 9 minutes left to go in this third period. Ringwood winning the faceoff. He goes right behind the net with it. Shot deflected by Dougherty. Pilarski with it, giving it up. And that shot off the pads and up into the netting. It will stay here. That shot coming from Stonefeld. Puck goes on the Temple side, and we have a stoppage. And I'll bring things right back. Icing again. Icing has been called roughly 3. As we get some foul play here, ACHA getting poked. And it looks like someone's getting taken to the penalty box. For both teams, that is. Both 17s. That's ACHA for Temple and Wallstrom for Navy. They'll both get 2 minutes in the box, so 4-on-4. Kolarski with it for Temple. Throwing it off the board, past to Creasy. Back to Pilarski. Can't come up with a shot. He gets it back, however. Creasy with it. And Stonefield has it. Pass inside. Goes off the skate of Ringwood. And Navy's going to push the other way. Burke has it. Burke has a goal in this one, but he gets tripped up. Nothing called. A whiff from Creasy. Puck still on Temple side. They clear it back. Rakovich with it. So Temple pushing down ice now. There's Maglio with it. Excuse me, that's Reed, and he loses it. Aoun. His pass towards center ice stolen. And here comes Temple. Wachowski tried to get it over to Rudolph, but that pass intercepted by the Midshipmen. 30 seconds left when both teams power play. That shot close, but to the left. Aoun falling to the ice. He's going to come off. And here comes Bertuski. Running with Reed. Temple by themselves, and they fling it behind the net. Temple trying to change sides, but, change lines. And Navy tried to take advantage of it, but Temple steals it right back, just for Navy to steal it right back. Now both teams back to full strength. Puck goes around behind the net. And Temple comes back with it. Temple has it. Sauer with it. Walker giving it up. Sauer. And that one deflects off the stick of an Allen and goes behind the net. Navy taking control of it. Navy controlling the pace right now. Burke with it, passing it over to Mullen. Navy taking their time, but they can't handle the pass. That was Burke. Here comes Temple. Temple trying to get to it. Owen push. And Stonefeld getting a stick on that one. Richmond trying to get over to the puck. Big hit from Stonefeld. No, not falling his own though. Rakovich hit as well. A lot of bodies colliding here. Aoun putting pressure on the Owls by himself. Now some more midshipmen come to help him out. Gannett, big pass up, and Doherty will just put his glove right over top the puck to stop things. 4:22 left in this third period. 3-1 Navy in the lead. Temple, if they want to try to send this to overtime, they're going to have to act quick with just 4 minutes to go. England fighting for it. Temple trying to maintain possession, fighting for the puck. Goes to Navy's goalie. Caught by Navy. But the puck will just slide on down the ice. Ira tried to lay the biggest hit of his life into the boards, but it didn't connect. A lot of talking going on, and it looks like Ira is going to be irate and sent to the bench. And that's a 4-minute penalty on Ira. That
was a game misconduct for.
Yeah, that was misconduct, and he is out of the game. He has been ejected. He goes straight into the locker room. So Temple, unless Navy scores, will be down a man for the rest of this game. So a player has been thrown out. Temple's coach has been thrown out. In a frustrating game for the Owls. Shot too high. Navy still with it. Trying to add to their lead. Navy passing around the ice. Rakovic with it. Over to Adams. Adams shoots. Saved by Galiski, but that rebound is going to be put in. But before we talk about the goal, a potential fight getting broken up by the refs in one of the least celebrated goals I've seen of the season.
Double, so that was a double minor. And
so because of the ejection of Irie, it was a double minor. So even though the goal was scored by Navy, there'll still be 2 minutes of a phantom player in the box. So Navy still has an advantage despite that goal. 4-1 Navy in the lead. Just over 3 minutes to go. Puck in front of the goal, but stopped by Temple. Galitsky, the goalie for Temple, has had to put a lot of work in tonight. Arnold for Navy, passing it up to Burke. Burke has it stolen from Stonefeld, and now they fight for possession along the boards. Puck goes to the back of the boards and will just be flung up ice by the Owls. Doherty will stop it and let one of his players come take it. 2:21 left in the game. 1 minute left in the power play for Navy. Adams passing it to Rakovic. Pass from Aowen to no one. 2 minutes left in this game. Stonefeld fighting against 3 midshipmen along the boards.
5 gets the goal. That's his second power play goal.
And amidst of all of the commotion, that goal that you saw just a couple of minutes ago was Patrick Laughlin. That's his second goal of the game, his second power play goal of the game. He has the past 2 goals for Navy. 17 seconds left in this power play. Rakovic with it. Shot in front of the net, and they're going to be able to put it back in. Another Navy goal. This one coming from Aon. So that will add to the goal total for Navy. 5-1 now. In the game that entered the period 3-1, they get 2 power play goals off the same penalty, essentially. Yeah, scoring on both parts of that double minor, which led to the ejection, for the Owls. So 1:18 left in this game. Navy likely to come out with the win here. Officially under a minute to go in this one. Navy still toying with the Owls. I'll bring it back. On his knees is an Owl trying to save it. They do get it. A big hit laid out. And he'll go straight to the bench. What a hit. A little frustration there let out by an Owl as this game is dwindling. 20 seconds to go. Owls trying to make up for it. Unable to get a shot off with a great pass in front of the net. And they'll fight for possession along the boards. 10 seconds left. Puck stolen away, and it will slide down ice as this one comes to an end. Navy celebrating. Temple very frustrated with the outcome in this one. 5-1 win for Navy in this one. They remain undefeated in ACHA play. That was their last of the season. They win all of their games. Some final stats for the game. Navy winning 5-1. 40 total shots for Navy on goal. Temple with only 22, a big margin right there. 3 assists from the Midshipmen as well. Also winning the face-off battle just slightly, 19-15. So with this, Temple will drop to 10-12-1. Navy will improve and pick up their 15th win of the season. And like I mentioned earlier, sweeping throughout the conference. They did not lose a single game in conference, with 11 wins coming in regulation, 2 coming in overtime. And that'll just about wrap things up. Thank you so much for tuning in to this broadcast of TU Ice Temple against Navy. Navy coming up with the win, 5-1. I've been Jake Gable. Thank you so much for listening. My brain